We are very lucky here on this Thursday to be joined by two guests here in studio. We have Tina Brion, the founder of the Sewcial Project, and Isabella Mucci, like Gucci, the community engagement coordinator for Operation Smile. Thank you guys for being here. How do you feel, at least just sitting in the studio, getting ready to go? Okay, good. Good. I want to start, Tina, with you, because we say you're founder of the Sewcial Project, and I don't think maybe everybody realizes that social is spelled Sewcial, and it's spelled that for a very specific reason. A sewing-based organization that looks to spread progress, awareness, love. I just want to sort of start by asking how you came up with this. It's such a unique initiative.
Well, I met my team members at a panel, actually, and during that panel, I said to the audience, if anyone has any type of initiatives, charitable projects that, you see fit for me to be a part of, please talk to me afterwards. And our teammates, Melanie and Erica, came up to me, introduced themselves, and told me about Operation Smile's mission, and I was game. So, the Sewcial Project was born.
That's perfect. You put yourself out there, right? And then there is a commiserate group that is willing to also do the same, and now you guys are creating something great. Operation Smile also it does not lack for creativity in the name, and you guys put smiles on a lot of faces, but I think it maybe goes beyond that. Operation Smile, what does that mean to you, Isabel?
Yeah, so I'm the community engagement coordinator at Operation Smile, and honestly, Operation Smile means so much to me. I choose to be with Operation Smile every single day. They help children all around the world with cleft conditions. We work in around 37 countries and counting. And we are continuing to find different ways to help these children, whether that's the Sewcial Project, whether that's making different service projects, making friendship bracelets, making superhero masks, or even writing postcards for these patients. We're trying to do anything that we can to help these children. And so that's why we are doing the Sewcial Project, is really trying to help these kids.
Yeah,
that's
the goal.
That's the goal. As always, it seems like with this project in particular, so much of what you do is dedicated specifically to those that you serve. But an interesting way to serve is to incorporate sewing.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific passion for sewing? Is it something that has been...
I'm actually a fashion designer by career. And I thought, what better way to share my passion than to create a service project that incorporated what I love, right? I call it the Sewcial Project, SEW, because we're sewing and we're being social. The workshops are very intimate, but I feel like we are building like a great community of volunteers and creatives that come out and participate to make these bags for the kids that we service with Operation Smile.
And this is, I'm embarrassed, Tina, to sit here before you because I think I'm widely known around this building as the least fashionable of anyone who finds their way on air. So maybe you and I can get together for some different...
I got you.
Yeah, because I do need some help. I need some help back. It's getting bad. Yeah, and, Isabella, when it comes to the things that very specifically the Sewcial Project does in working with the kids that you guys serve, what exactly do you guys create for the kids, and how does it help?
Yeah, so we are creating a smile bag. And so in this smile bag, there are comfort care items, such as toothbrushes, such as a coloring book, a hairbrush, and lots of other things.
Mirrors.
Yes, mirrors.
A lot of
as
the
well.
kids have never seen themselves. So,
Exactly.
The before and after their surgeries is very important. They have a lot of toiletries and activities inside of their bags for them, waiting for them after their surgeries, which is amazing.
Yeah, so it's basically just a bag full of love and care, and so that's why we're making them. We are making them so that they can receive all of these items after surgery. Even like Tina said, like the mirror is so important. Also, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the patients we work with are in third world countries, and so some of the patients have never really seen a toothbrush before. So we are able to kind of give them that experience while also, caring for them and giving them free surgery.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those interviews that comes with a very heavy dose of perspective, right? And trying to even understand a concept like that, never seen a toothbrush before. The toiletries, the games, that all is something that maybe I could have seen being included in a bag like this. The mirror definitely stands out to me. I never would have thought that. And that concept of they have not seen themselves. And at any point, perhaps you could run into a situation where they do see themselves. I think it's probably critical that that moment comes with an immense amount of support and reinforcement and positivity. Do you feel like by being in control of the delivery of that first view, you guys are able to sort of naturally provide that? And how important is that?
So important.
Yeah. I mean, is that something that when they do experience that for the first time, is it as emotional as I would imagine it is for them?
I've never been on a mission, not yet anyway, but when I get photos and videos of the kids after their surgeries, oh my gosh, it fills my heart, because many of these families are very underprivileged, and the fact that these doctors and nurses travel and volunteer their time to go over and service these patients I think is incredible. So we're doing our very small part in, creating these bags so that they can have these items after their surgeries, and I know that they're super grateful. I mean, you can just feel it through the photos. I can't wait until I'm able to go to one of these countries and deliver them myself.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I get photos all the time from my team when they're delivered to different places.
So that's a goal for you to go one day and be a part of sort of that final step of the process.
I'm an Operation Smile ambassador, and soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you hoping the same?
Yeah. So, yeah, I am. I'm super excited just to continue making a difference and just seeing the smiles on these patients' faces.
Yeah, and Isabella, as a part of Operation Smile, July is National Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness and Prevention Month. I'm wondering, when it comes to people who are affected with clefts or who do have craniofacial issues, is there misconceptions maybe that come along with that? Is there anything that the general public doesn't think about or understand that maybe would be important to express?
Yeah, actually a lot of patients with cleft conditions, they have to deal with so many different challenges. So it's not just physical, it's also mental as well. A lot of patients in these countries, people think that it's contagious. People think that, they were cursed as a child, or when the mom was pregnant.
When it's actually a genetic syndrome, it's like a defect, or like trauma to the...
Not fully genetic. We haven't found the actual root of the cause, but we are actually researching specifically, genetics, and we have found some studies, and we're continuing to figure out what different things. For example, we've looked into cook stoves, and we've also looked into seeing how malnutrition has affected some of these children. There's multiple different ways that they can be affected, and it can cause cleft conditions.
Yeah, that's why a month like this is so important. That's why events like this are so important. With awareness comes understanding, and then hopefully also at some point comes funding for research and things like that. To think that maybe there are people who have the misconception that it is something that is contagious, right? And so now you have a child who, more so than any, needs love, and people are maybe hesitant to approach them or hug them or be around them. It's heartbreaking to think, and it's, again, why this is so important. And now, you said in particular that these are typically small, intimate events. But I think what's exciting about this interview is that there's a little bit of an expansion here, Tina, that's going to be happening this weekend. Can we talk specifically about Chrysler Hall and Saturday afternoon?
So this Saturday at the Chrysler Museum.
Chrysler Museum, sorry.
Yeah. We'll be having our workshop there from 11 to 3. We'll have live DJ Dirty Dial will be DJing. We'll have a picture booth by Pix Me. We'll have raffles, and of course we'll have our social project sewing workshop that I'll be instructing. This will be my first time back this year. We've been doing the social project for a year and a half now. And the first year I actually was instructing these workshops alone every month. And we've scaled up. We've recruited instructors, so now they've been instructing the workshops each month this year. This year will be my first time back instructing. I'm very excited about it. In honor of Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness Month, you can come out and join us, have some fun, listen to some music, sew a smile bag to help us out, and come and meet my team, my incredible team. My team is so great.
And again, this is Saturday, July 25th, Chrysler Museum of Art. What time do doors open? What time can people start?
11 o'clock, 11 a.m.
Yes.
And we'll be there until 3 p.m.
Yes. And afterwards, if you'd like, you can walk around in the Chrysler Museum and check out their art as well.
Sort of a double whammy there. You get a chance. We get a chance to meet some amazing people, like you said.
Yes.
You get a chance to help some amazing people.
Learn about Operation Smile. Learn about Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness. And also, it's important that I say it's free to the public. It's open and free to the public. If you would like to participate in the sewing workshop itself, you can register on operationsmile.org. And we would love to see everyone.
Okay, love it. I mean, this sounds fantastic. Now, can we talk about sewing here?
Sure.
If I have never sewed anything before, what's my learning curve like? If I'm trying to, if I'm talking to Tina, you're teaching me, and
very beginner friendly. It's a beginner's sewing workshop. So we'll walk you through all of the steps. There's no need to be intimidated. Our instructors will be on hand to also help me out while I'm instructing, so that they can give you that one-on-one if you need it. No need to be intimidated at all. I feel like everyone can do it.
I'm glad you said that, because I was in fact intimidated. Now, Tina, you're obviously a pro. This is what you do. Isabella, have you become an expert at sewing as well?
I wouldn't say expert, but yeah.
Humble as well. Yeah.
Thank you. No, I wouldn't say expert, but I have definitely learned more since these have started.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're growing not only in how many people we help, how many people are at these workshops, but in our ability to actually sew smile bags. Now, Tina, I would imagine that you have sewed, is this something where Christmas comes around and Tina's family knows they're probably getting a gift that has been hand sewed? Are we on that level?
No, because Tina works a lot. So Tina does. But I love sewing, and I make it my mission every workshop. I sew a bag myself to participate. Yeah.
So not only teaching, but making sure that you do one yourself as well.
I'm also volunteering and participating in the service project as well.
When we talk about these workshops, when we talk about the partnership between these two organizations, if we were to zoom out 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future, do you guys have a goal? What kind of dreams do you have for this? I mean, I know that we've talked about wanting to get to one of the countries where things are being delivered. For the organization, is there a future mapped out?
There is, and we've been working on it. Like I said, I started the social project a year ago, a year and a half ago, and just after a year, I scaled up and I recruited new instructors. I would hope that we would recruit more sewists, more creatives to be a part of our project, and maybe expand it to different cities as well.
Okay, so not only growth in the organization, but spreading things out a little bit, continuing to, okay, this sounds great. When you guys do go big time and you have workshops in every state, just make sure you don't forget Naya and I. We would love to have you come back and chat with us a little bit. When it comes to Operation Smile, if people are they're seeing this and they're like, I just want to be involved with that organization however I can, but I can't make it on Saturday. How else can people get involved?
Yeah, there's plenty of different opportunities to get involved. This event is just one of them. We have different events all throughout the years, like we've had different galas. We've also done day of services. We just had SteamCon this prior month, and they can also get involved with just going to our interactive learning center. So anyone can go to our interactive learning center and take a tour of this center. And actually, this center goes into different interactive rooms showing the journey of a patient.
Okay, wonderful.
The tour is an amazing way to learn about Operation Smile.
I bet it sounds amazing. Now, forgive me, is that something you go to online? Is this digital, or is this an actual brick and mortar that people are able to go to?
Yeah, so actually the Interactive Learning Center is in our Operation Smile headquarters.
In the headquarters, okay.
And if you either contact us or go on our website, you guys can sign up. So yeah, we can do that, or you can do a day of service, which is basically a full day of doing service projects and making a difference.
Okay, wonderful. This is, you guys have everything covered here. I don't think I'm going to be able to ask a question that stumps you guys. And while there are all those opportunities to go and help, again, this Saturday, Chrysler Museum of Art, 11 a.m., doors open. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be multiple instructors, including Tina will be there, the OG, the original instructor, teaching how to create these keepsakes that will genuinely change people's lives who are dealing with things that are just incredibly difficult and are still being learned about and are not even totally solved or figured out. And so Chrysler Museum is where you want to be. And then you can tour the museum and see some of the wonderful things that Norfolk has to offer in that area. This has been great. I really appreciate you guys coming by. Is there anything else that we need to know? Anything I didn't ask about that's important here?
I think we covered all the bases.
Yeah. I will say one more thing. Anyone that signs up and comes and supports us, you are making a global impact and changing these lives for these kids. I don't think some people understand the impact that they're making because they can't see it, but just know this helps immensely. And even the little things really, truly matter.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, what you said, to change lives globally, to help people who genuinely need it, who do not have the resources to help themselves. And so many of us here have an abundance of resources beyond maybe what we need. I think a lot of people want to do that. And then the time comes to do that, and it's maybe a little bit more difficult to actually get yourself up off the couch, out the door, and to the event. But I think we can essentially guarantee that if you can get off the couch, out the door, and to the event, when you walk out of that event, you will feel a sense of gratitude that is very, very rare and very, very difficult to come across. Yeah. And so getting there is the hardest part, and then Tina and Isabella are going to take care of the rest for you, and you'll be making a difference while having a good time. So, well, thank you guys so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And again, once this goes global, Live Impact News, we're going to need you back here, okay? Tina, Isabella, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys coming in. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Chrysler Museum of Art. We expect to see as many of you there as possible on Saturday. And thanks so much to, again, Tina and Isabella for coming in, joining us, talking to us about an incredible event. And we'll continue to talk about this, tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow morning as well to make sure we try to get the word out.